Gym owners, before you spend another dollar in advertising, I need you to watch this video. After analyzing thousands of websites across the country in all different markets, we have found huge opportunities to increase your lead volume without an increase in traffic or without additional paid advertising. Here are the top reasons you're losing leads every single day. Your website A is not optimized for conversion. Most websites were created by a designer whose entire job is to make your site visually appealing to you, the gym owner, because you're the one paying the bill and for the consumer, right? So they want to make it look pretty. They want to make it look attractive to you. The problem with that approach is creative design and conversion optimization are two completely different strategies. So the goal of your website is to collect prospect contact information, period. If it's not driving leads, it's not doing its job. And so a lot of times people get caught up in the aesthetics and how it looks and the colors and the organization. And should we have a video here or video there? When in reality, they should be focusing on how do we get more people to opt in by putting a form in a certain place, by making our call to actions a little bit bigger, to make contacting us a lot easier with less navigation, things of that sort. The longer a consumer browses on your site, looks and watches videos, clicks from page to page, the closer they get to being distracted and never doing the number one action you wanted them to take, which is submit their info, right? Imagine a mother sitting in front of her computer, looking through your website, looking at testimonials, really thinking about, taking advantage of you guys for her fitness lifestyle moving forward. And then the baby knocks something over. And then she gets up, walks away, then she does laundry, then she does dishes, the husband comes home, she cooks dinner, and now it's completely lost and she doesn't come back to your site. So that's kind of what we're trying to avoid. How can we capture that before they get distracted and move away and move on to something else, or before your competitor captures them, right? So here's a few reasons why that happens. One, there isn't a clear call to action on the website that is the main focal point. Right when you land on the website, the call to action should be right there, front and center, nice and bright, easy to see, the first thing that draws your eyes and draws your attention. Do not assume that they know the correct path to go through your website to submit their information or to claim your pass or to claim your offer. You want to be very specific and drive them as if they're 5 years old. Here's the button. It's bright, right in your face. Click this, fill out the information, get us your info right away, and you can get your free pass, something like that. Most gyms' websites are packed with information about classes, trainers, membership options. However, this often leads to a cluttered and confusing using experience, making it challenging to direct visitors towards any specific action, like signing up for a trial or providing their contact information. Right? So we want as least amount of distractions as humanly possible. Your call to action should be big, bright, right in their face, making a no-brainer, quick click decision is what we call it. Sites with more than one offer convert 266% less than sites with one clear offer and call to action. So many times when we look on fitness websites, we'll see 3 different offers. Join online, get your 3-day pass, try us for 1 day, sign up for PT program, join our challenge. And it's just very confusing, right? The consumer's like, well, I'm not sure which one's for me, not sure which one to pick. Too many decisions, too many thoughts going through their head when it's more like, hey, just put in your information. We'll bring you into the gym. We'll do a consult and we'll fix the package that works for you, right? Because at the end of the day, as a gym owner, as long as you get a lead, you don't really care what offer it came from because you're just going to do your sales presentation anyway, and then you'll figure out the package that works for them. So that's kind of the idea. With attention spans at an all-time low, you can't risk another second of them searching and wondering, how do I claim the pass or which offer is best for me? Even if your website does have clear call to actions, there's another issue. Many gyms' websites struggle with tracking and engaging visitors who don't immediately opt in. So every day you have every month you have hundreds and thousands of visitors that visit your website that never take the next step, never opt in. Maybe they're just browsing, whatever the case may be. These anonymous visitors are essentially invisible to your marketing efforts, and you're missing out on valuable prospects. On average, 90% of the traffic to your website does not opt in. 90%. So if you get 1,000 visitors in a month, only 100 of those are opting in. Well, what about the other 9? That leaves a huge opportunity for improvement. So lead capture is the lifeblood of any gym business. It's how you turn interested visitors into paying members. Without an efficient lead capture system, you're leaving money on the table and potentially losing prospects to your competitor. The good news is Gym Genius understands these challenges and has developed what we call an enhanced lead capture system, specifically designed to transform these pain points into opportunities for gym owners. In just a moment, we're going to dive into Gym Genius's technologies that can dramatically improve your lead capture process, leading to higher revenue and more satisfied members and more prospects and more leads into your business. And that's the first Gym Genius solution to bounce traffic that visited your site but did not submit, is called bounce traffic. is our Visitor Match technology. Visitor Match is a web traffic capture and analyzation tool that captures the contact information of up to 40% of the people that visited your site and didn't opt in. So remember we talked about that 90% that didn't opt in? Well, about 40 of them, we can match back with name, phone number, and email, and we can create a lead for you, and then we can have a follow-up process to get those guys to be fully opted in and then eventually make it to your sales. Right? So, for example, if you currently get 100 leads per month from 1,000 visitors, rough math, Visitor Match can increase that up to 400 leads or more. So instead of getting 100 leads, you could get 2, 3, 4, 500 leads. Now, keep in mind, those are top of the funnel leads, which means they haven't fully opted in. They've shown some interest because they have visited your site. They are going to be in your local market, but they haven't quite taken that next step yet. So I wouldn't consider them warm. We capture cold traffic from your site and send it through a conversion path to get them opted in and booked for a gym tour. And this is kind of how a lead visits your site and gets picked up by Visitor Match. If they don't opt in, we first ensure that they're local to your state and we block any spam traffic. We then make sure that they're not already a current member with your gym. We then inject their name, phone number, and email into our CRM, and within a few minutes, they're going to receive an email from the facility thanking them for visiting your site and offering them a free pass or answer any questions they may have. We then take those same people and we inject them into a Facebook and Instagram retargeting audience. So the next time they're on social media, your ad and offer will pop up to entice them to take action. It's almost like we're following them and tracking them around. Lastly, since they're not opted in, we can't legally send them a text message due to TCPA compliance laws, especially the ones that just came out in October. But we can trigger a manual phone call via your staff or our smart call center with our professional fitness consultants, depending on your package and level of service that you have. Our goal is to maximize the potential of every single prospect in your funnel. What do I mean by that? Cold traffic is prospects that have visited but not taken any action. That's where Visitor Match comes in. Warm traffic are prospects that have opted in but have not booked a tour. Take the next step. You can learn about our nurture sequences and some of our AI chatbots that communicate with your clients to get them to book for you so your sales staff doesn't have to follow up somewhere. And then hot traffic, which are prospects that have opted in and book a tour and taken the next process. So we have some sequences to follow up with those people to ensure you get a higher show rate. And then some other nurturing sequences. They don't buy, if they do buy, things like that to keep them engaged, get them upsold, talk about any offers that you may have had a conversation with them about while they were in there. Currently, gym owners are so focused on the warm and hot traffic that they completely ignore the cold traffic that makes up 90% of all the traffic that comes into their spheres of influence, right? So all the people that see you on Google Maps, that visit your website, that don't take that extra step, that's 90% of the traffic you have coming to your website. With our Visitor Match technology, we can automatically start to convert 90% of that cold traffic into warm traffic with a consistent and reliable multi-channel approach that we outlined earlier. The second Gym Genius solution to getting more leads is optimizing the opt-in experience with our proprietary WISP technology. Before we dive in, let's analyze the typical consumer experience in a fitness website. They log in to Google, right? They search it up, they find the website loads, they find the call to action button on the site and click it. A new page loads with the offer, and then they scroll down to a form asking for name, email, and phone number. Another way is when you click the button, the form pops up and it asks them, please enter your name, phone number, and email. If you're a multi-location franchise, it probably asks them to pick a location, adding another step. So the prospect had to go through about 5 different steps to submit their information, not to mention they now have to fill out their name, phone number, and email, which, as you know, people are a lot less likely to do these days due to overwhelming spamming and things of that nature, right? And if they do submit their information, a certain percentage of those people will enter fake information. If you've been in this industry long enough, you know exactly what I'm talking about. John Doe names, 555 phone numbers, no@email.com, those types of very, very frustrating, especially when you pay for those leads on Facebook or Google advertising and things. At the end of the day, all of those interactions affect your lead count from your site. Furthermore, ineffective lead capture can lead to frustrating marketing efforts. So now you're spending money on advertising and you're, in some cases, getting fake information, or you're not getting them to fill out the information because they don't want to take the next step to fill out the form because they're lazy, they're distracted, whatever the reasoning may be, right? You may be spending time and money on marketing campaigns that don't convert purely because either the leads aren't high quality or you're simply missing out on the leads altogether because they don't have a fast opt-in process. And that's what we're here to fix. A lot of times, one of the strategies people do for high volume leads is to say, hey, just give me your email, or hey, just give me your cell phone, because we know the more forms they fill out, the less likely they are and the lower your conversion rate. So that's where Whisk comes in. It's the fastest, most efficient way for the consumer to opt in and give you their contact information. So this is how it works. With a small code change on your website, we can transform your existing call to action buttons, clickable links, spin to win wheels, and QR codes into auto lead capturing machines. When a customer clicks or scans, it automatically opens up their SMS with a pre-populated message around your offer, enticing them to push send. So it'll say something like, hey, please press send to connect with ABC Fitness and receive your free 3-day pass. Once a prospect clicks send, we pull their contact information directly from their cell phone with no manual entry, and they are first-party TCPA compliant, opted in, and ejected into the CRM for follow-up via SMS, email, and our smart call center, again, if that's part of the pack. After they submit and they opt in, they will immediately receive the offer and an opportunity to book a tour. If they don't book a tour, our conversational AI Fitbot will nurture them until they book and also answer any of their frequently asked questions along the way to provide a world-class customer experience for your prospects, but more about that later. So that's it. With 2 clicks, they're now opted in. That is why this technology is so powerful. Fast and efficient opt-in with 100% accurate cell phone numbers, which is the #1 contact information of any person on the planet. Keep in mind, your social media changes if you have a bad page. You might change your email. You just graduated from college and got a new email. People move on their address, right? There's all different contact informations that are always changing. Usually, myself included, I've had the same phone number since I was 16 years old. So over 20 plus years, I've had the exact same cell phone number. Right? We've seen 2 to 5 time increases on website conversions just from this small change. So imagine what doubling your website leads would do for your business by just placing a code on there and making it simpler and easier for them to opt. Okay, up to this point, we have covered capturing prospects that don't opt in and converting them, and how to optimize your call to actions on your site to get the most opt. Now, inevitably, there's going to be a segment of website visitors that just need more information, and that's okay. So our third technology is there for the cleanup duty of those remaining visitors to your website. Gym Genius deploys an AI-driven live chatbot to your website to engage with your curious visitors, answer any frequently asked questions, and drive leads and appointments without any staff involved. A 24/7, 365 concierge to ensure no prospect goes unhelped when they visit your website. Engaging conversational replies that can evolve over time as your business changes. So this AI chatbot slowly learns your business. As we get questions from prospects that it can't answer, we enter the proper answer, and then slowly over time it evolves and learns your language, learns your business, and is able to answer all of the conversations, which is really awesome. Prospects always get the right answers in a professional and helpful tone that represents your brand. So imagine how powerful that is. And the reason why we do any of this, guys, is because we know one of the #1 pain points in the fitness industry is staffing. You have to train, retrain. They're young, they're green. They don't like to be on the phone. They don't have a professional tone. They don't always answer questions the right way, right? So we're trying to plug and play some of these technologies to take some of that pressure off your staff so that they can work with people inside of your gym, and they don't have to be customer support experts or lead follow-up support experts, right? Or sales follow-up experts. Lastly, some of the hottest prospects and opportunities for your business come in via phone call from your website or Google Map listing. Those are usually high-value prospects looking to visit your location or get some final details regarding a visit that they're about to make. The challenge is that 40% of the inbound phone calls in the average gym go unanswered. Even worse, nobody calls them back, tracks the calls, or even has any kind of missed call log, right? They might look through the phone and say, oh, we missed a couple calls. They don't know who they are. They don't know if anyone answered it. They don't know the conversation. They don't know if anyone's ever called them back. So it's kind of a nightmare to have to deal with. And the problem with that is that's such a huge portion of hot traffic, right? 40% of your phone calls. So if you have 100 in a month, 40 of them go missed. Man, that's so much opportunity, right? That just hurts my heart even thinking about. So our fourth enhanced lead capture technology ensures that no prospect phone call is ever missed again. Missed call text back captures all incoming calls that your team wasn't available to answer and sends a conversational text message to the caller within 2 minutes of missing the call. Something like, hey, sorry we missed your call. We were on the other line. How can we help? If they reply, they engage with our AI Fitbot again to get the answers that they need. And any unanswered questions or questions that our bot can't answer, we trigger to your staff to follow up. Maybe they say, I want to cancel my contract, or I have a question about the terms, or is it really 6 months free? Or, and if we have those answers, we're going to answer them. If we don't, we trigger your staff to make that follow. Then that contact record is categorized as a prospect or a member, depending on the call, obviously, and added to your leads pipeline accordingly. So now all of your calls are recorded. They're all tracked. They're all reported on, and all of your missed calls are tracked, engaged with, and on the pipeline for your team's follow-up if needed. Imagine how much opportunity is being lost and the perception that is being put out by missed phone calls or prospects trying to do business with you. As a consumer, you can imagine how frustrating it is that you call a business, you're looking for answers, you really want to lose weight, you're feeling insecure about yourself because you gain an extra 15 pounds, you make a call to the gym, and then they don't. What's the natural thing you're going to do? Either move on or call the next gym, right? And boom. So what could have happened was your gym, they saw your ad, they saw your sign, they saw your billboard, you piqued their interest, they made the call to you, you didn't answer, so then they just searched, hey, gyms near me, 24-hour fitness centers, best price in the market, and then they went to Crunch Fitness or something else like that in your local market, one of your competitors. Hopefully now you can see why Gym Genius is so eager to get in front of as many gym owners as humanly possible like yourself, and let them know that there's a better way and that leads and opportunities you are looking for are already looking for you. All we need is a better net. You have fish coming into your pond every single day, but your nets have holes everywhere. We're not capturing the traffic we can already get. So quickly, let's recap the 4 products that power our enhanced lead capture system so that you get a full picture. First, we start with the top of the funnel with our visitor match technology that captures web visitors that didn't opt in, and we engage them via email, FB retargeting, and live phone calls. Then we optimize your call to action buttons with our Whisk technology that employs a 2-click, no form fill, instant opt-in to increase the conversion rates on your website, increase your opt-ins with QR codes and other links in your social media so that mid-funnel prospects that want to take the next step. If a prospect is still looking for answers, our live AI chatbot will engage with them on your site, answer any frequently asked questions, or trigger your team's engagement if it's beyond our answering capabilities. Lastly, we capture all of your bottom of the funnel hot inbound calls and perform a missed call text back to anyone that goes unanswered, and we engage with them to get them closer to your door. That in a nutshell is the enhanced lead capture program. And as you can see, there are leads and opportunities everywhere. And our goal is to help you capture more of your existing traffic so you can stop wasting advertising dollars and take care of the prospects already in your sphere of influence. That is just step 1 of becoming a gym genius. We always start with let's take care of and let's capture what we already got before we spend more advertising, right? Let's convert the traffic that we already have. And that's step 1 of our enhanced lead capture system. Now, not sure if we integrate with your CRM. I'm sure we probably do. We all also offer our own CRM called Gym Genius. If you're worried about technicalities and setup, don't worry. We take care of all the setup for you. We have a white glove onboarding process. If you're curious about packaging and pricing, don't worry. You can book a demo with a Gym Genius expert today, and we will answer all of your questions, show you other powerful AI and technologies that we use to help hundreds of gyms across the entire nation increase leads, reduce staffing needs, and minimize agency fees. That's why we're here. We're fitness experts. We're gym owners ourselves. And we've just found the best softwares, the best technologies to bring into one house to lower your overall fees, increase your effectiveness, get better results, and at the end of the day, help your staff be more effective. So thank you for joining me today. Like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow gym owners, and let's make the fitness industry even better, one powerful AI technology at a time, one lead at a time, one customer at a time. See you in the next video.